It's an amazing opportunity. Before I start, let me take this moment to present you a warm good afternoon. So before I start, how could I forget to say thanks to my mentor, Mr. Aayan Sir, who has given me this opportunity to deliver some words in front of you all. By the way, my name is Sahil Kumar. When I was in school days, I was very shy and hesitated person. I was just don't like to participate in any school activities. But I just came to realize that it is not good for me, because in this way I will just make myself away from lot of things. So I just decided one day that I should participate in a school activities, at least in a speech competition. So what I did there, I just participated in a speech competition, and I did one mistake there. And the mistake was that I just delivered only few words, and I just stopped, and the whole crowds were just started to stare at me. But I just thought that I will just complete my speech anyhow, but I failed. At last, what happened? The teacher just told me that Sahil, you should leave the stage because you're taking so much time. And at last, I just accepted my weakness. I just accepted my drawback and just went back to my seat. That day, I was very much upset. After a few days, I just forget about all that things. But what happened in the next few years, when I was in 10th standard, one teacher told me that Sahil, you will be the head boy of this school because you are good in a study. But I just thought that I will not able to manage, but I accepted the proposal of the teacher and I just became the head boy of that school. But what happened there? In the morning assembly, whenever I used to deliver some commands, I just always used to tell the commands in a very low voice, and my voice were full of lack of confidence. Okay, so I was just don't able to improve myself on that school days. But anyhow, I just passed my school life. But when I came here to Hazaribagh and took admission in Sant Columbus College and various institutions in Hazaribagh, at that time I was an intermediate. But again, I faced here a lot of crowdy people. Again, there was a lot of shyness and hesitation in my heart. But again, I just don't pay attention on myself. But what happened next? When I reached in BA, when I just took admission in BA, I just realized, I just started to see that there are many people who are doing what? They just talk to the teachers, and the teachers also talk to the students. A lot of boys and girls talk to each other, and whenever I just used to see them, I just also like to talk to them, but I was don't have any courage to talk to them. Whenever I used to talk to them, whenever I think to talk to them, my just lips just start to tremble. Okay, so what I did there, I just decided that I will participate in any school, any college event. And what I did on Gandhi Jayanti, I just participated and I just delivered my speech. That day I was delivered my speech completely, but I was just don't able to grab the attraction of the audience, because when I was delivering my speech, what happened, when I was delivering my speech, some students were talking to each other and some students were going home. I was just telling like robot and no one was just paying attention to me. And what I did, I just completed my speech and said to myself that it is okay. But what happened next? When I was in graduation and when my semester 4 examination was going on, I just met a girl and she was my classmate of same department. And she just said me that Sahil, you just search one coaching institute of English for me. And I just helped that girl. And just I started to search a good institute of English in Hazaribagh. and I just saw the poster of Mr. Aayan Sir, and there I saw his number, and I just dialed him, and I just made the counselor, and I just took admission here, and that is why now I am here in front of you. Okay, and the moral of the story is what you know. I just helped that girl. Okay, and by helping that girl, I just able to just find a very great solution of my sorry, I just find a great solution of my great question, which just I was searching for the last 8 to 10 years, but I just don't able to find my solution. But I just find my solution of my biggest problem by helping that girl. So I want to say thank to that girl, and I want to say thank to the counselor and the teacher of English at Workplace, and that is why I am here in front of you all. So the moral of the story is that there is possibility of everything once you consciously think. I just think consciously by helping that girl, and I just able to find solution of my biggest problem. And the statement there is possibility of everything once you consciously think is absolutely true. So at last I want to say thanks to all of you for listening me carefully. Okay, thanks.